Hello and welcome back to Recorder 101. Today in our course we have two new lines of music, and they are we might say the easier portion of the thing and of the piece, this music for a grand procession. I'm going to struggle with them. Even though I've been practicing them several times this past week, I hope you've had success in your practice as well. Today I'm going to set the metronome for 60. Even though we're introducing them, I'm going to hope that I can get through them. Some exercises. I got my teeth brushed today so that I actually looked in my mouth and saw, how many bits of food particles I had there after having breakfast. And thought, okay, yes, I'll follow the advice, and I'll mention it because sometimes we forget that before sitting down to play our recorder, we really should brush our teeth so that food particles don't get into the small windway or get stuck in places where they are going to cause us problems. So I'm mentioning that again because it's been weeks and weeks since I have mentioned it, and it's worth mentioning. Excuse me, I'm going to put my tenor recorder where it won't get into trouble. Space is rather cramped here. Anyhow, we're looking at the new line of music, and for our soprano and tenor recorders, not the alto. Okay, for our soprano and tenor recorders, we are going to be using this note, and this note. That's all. And this note does not occur very often. So if you're just having, it's a simplified version, but in harmony with the other, it can sound really beautiful. So that's the reason it's there. So let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I should play the A part again. But if you're playing through, and I did play the repeat twice, and I played the repeat twice because it's good to remember that that part gets played twice. So that's what it sounds like with your soprano. And if you're playing the top line with your soprano while doing this, you can hear how it's going to sound. Again, that's at 60, and I'm assuming that you have gotten your whole piece up to about 60, and that's where that is. So what is that going to look like or sound like with the alto? This is the second time I've tried recording this today, so the first time actually it's like the fourth, because I was trying another experiment with my phone in addition to my computer. Soprano, do not get into trouble. So with the alto, we have got this note and this note and this note. Okay? And the one that was confusing me the last time was I was completely forgetting to take my thumb off. So these are things, we all struggle with them, especially as learners. This past 2 months, month and a half, I really have had my focus elsewhere. So that's part of why I'm suffering here. And again, we won't go back to the repeating the A part, but that can again give you a chance to play whichever recorder you have, soprano, alto, tenor, against these different sounds, and see how you're doing. Either line of music, play with it or play the top line rather than the bottom line. So that gives you some variation. Now, next week, we're going to have a brand new piece. And so this completes this part, and your work is basically getting up to speed. Up to speed. Where does that come from? Well, we were just at 50. Whoops, that's a higher pitch. So my suggestion, if you haven't already, is getting up to about 70 over the next week while you wait. And test yourself at that pace. How fast can you walk? Is that about the way people enter court? Is that at the pace that people come in when they're going to be fighting for crown? I'm guessing that it looks like it's 78. I can't read that close with the glasses on. It's 76. Would probably be a good pace. Again, I hope you have an online metronome if you don't actually have a metronome. A dance pace for this. How fast do you want to take it? Okay. As I said, next week, brand new piece. So keep working in this. It's a wonderful little piece that really can go far. And now you've got the entire situation, the whole music of the piece. You've got some ideas for it. And hopefully you're realizing that different paces, different speeds, can give a very different feeling to the music. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Let me know how things are going. Take care.